Hey there, I'm Christy Wilhelmi from Gardenerd. It is hot August weather these days, and that means the soil is really dry. Today's topic is all about hydrophobic soil, what it is and how to fix it. Let's get started. We're here at my community garden plot because the soil here is particularly sandy, which means it dries out really quickly and it takes a lot to get it wet again. I know that sounds weird, but hydrophobic soil is a condition where soil doesn't absorb water. It actually repels it. First, let's start with how to identify hydrophobic soil. Hydrophobic soil will look like when you're watering, especially if you're watering quickly, the water just beads up on the soil. It sort of rolls around as if there's an oil slick between your water and your soil, and it won't absorb. What's happening there, according to my conversation with Dr. Elaine Ingham, is that when moisture level gets really low in the soil particles, soil microbes will actually form a waxy coating around soil particles to protect what moisture is left. Now, it's sort of antithetical to what it needs, but it means that it's going to repel water in favor of trying to keep what it has. Isn't that weird? So the solution to this, when I talked with Garn Wallace of Wallace Laboratories, who I send a lot of soil samples to, is to water very slowly. I like to use this analogy. If you take a bone dry sponge and try and wipe up a spill with it, it's just gonna push it around. But if you wet that sponge, squeeze it out, and then start wiping up the spill, it absorbs it right away. So that's what you want your soil to be like, a soil sponge. How do we do this? We do this by keeping the soil evenly moist. I hate that word. I know a lot of you do too. All the time. So I know sometimes, for example with tomatoes, you need your soil to dry out between waterings. So in that case, you want to put a good thick layer of mulch to help keep the soil moisture in there so that it doesn't become hydrophobic. So when you're watering, it's a good idea to use something that has a couple different settings on it and set it on shower or center or rain or something that mimics rainfall. That's the most important thing. And instead of having it on full blast, reduce the setting to very gentle. And if you're watering gently and watering parts of your garden and kind of doing a cycle where you're watering until you start to see it absorb, move to another section, water there, etc., all the way back around. And then when you come back to that place that you started with, it's going to absorb water better. If you're experiencing really dry soil in containers, such as it's like pulling away from the sides of the container and when you water it just runs out the sides, you can actually submerge the container in water and just leave it submerged until the bubbles stop. And then when you take it out, it's gonna be heavy, but it will be soaked through, and after that point, you'll be able to keep it wet more easily. And we all know that if we treat our soil well, it will reward us with a bountiful harvest. So this is one more way that you can take care of your soil, by keeping mulch on the surface and watering consistently a little bit at a time to help hydrophobic soil heal. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to find out when our next video comes online. Consider becoming a Patreon subscriber to support all the free stuff that we do here at Gardenerd. And you'll find a lot more about gardening and how to water and setting up drip irrigation and all kinds of other stuff in my books, Gardening for Geeks, Grow Your Own Mini Fruit Garden, and check out my novel, Garden Variety. Happy gardening.